Good morning, good morning. Welcome to In the Garden with Joyful Living. I am your host, Kimberly Dixon. So while we wait for a couple of people to join, I'm going to go ahead and invite a few people to join us. So I hope you all are having a wonderful Saturday morning so far. I am having an absolutely great day. It's hot out here. The temperature says it's not, well, it's not hot, it's humid. The temperature says it's only 79 degrees, but I found myself sitting in my chair just now sweating. So it's humid. That's the word I'm looking for. It's really humid. So while we wait for a few people, we're going to go ahead and show you the garden this morning. So the zucchini is looking wonderful. So what I realized is, even though this is a large container, you can't put multiple zucchini in it. Good morning, Jay. Say, hey, Kimmy. This is a traditional American zucchini, the darker ones. We don't have any actual zucchini yet. And this one is an Italian variety that is striped. So I'm looking forward to getting some zucchini off of those. And I entitled this morning Rebounding. I'm going to talk about how the garden is really rebounding, as well as rebounding in some different ways. But this zucchini suffered horribly in the beginning of the season, to the point that I didn't think it was going to survive. But here it is, looking beautiful, producing flowers, and it's about ready to produce fruit. This poor little cucumber back here, I've been talking about this cucumber all summer long because it wasn't getting pollinated. But it's rebounding as well, because as you can see, it's got a cucumber. I'm going to pick that one today. And technically, that's not full size because it's suffering from incomplete pollination. But it is still edible. And it's got several other cucumbers on it. Some might make it, some won't. But such is life. That's the how gardening works. And then the muncher cucumber is doing fantastic. See that cucumber back there? Let me tell y'all something. And then there's a little one. There are multiple little ones on here. But this muncher cucumber, I grew it from seed. It is the absolute best tasting cucumber I've ever had in my life. So much so that I probably won't grow any other ones next year. Actually, I probably have time to start some seeds now, because we have such a long growing season here. The Roma tomato, just disregard that. That's sunburn. It's doing well. We got our basil. Jay said some might make it and some won't. That's a word. Thank you, brother. But the Roma tomato is about to start putting forth some more fruit, so it's rebounding. Last week I talked about the excessive rain and the excessive heat that we were having, and how it had really stunted the garden. But even this Roma tomato is rebounding. The peppers, they love heat, so the heat didn't bother them, and they have a tough skin on. They have tough skin. That's a word right there. They have tough skin. Eggplant. This has been one of the most prolific producers in the garden this season. This was my first time growing it. And from here on out, I will have a Japanese eggplant. I like the traditional variety, but this variety is so good and it's so tender. And as you can see, we've got the start of multiple fruit on it. All of these little things, they're going to be an eggplant. I've been killing the eggplant lasagna this summer. Yellow sweet banana peppers, looking good. This is my ginger. It's doing well. The red bell pepper, last week I talked about how it had been burned. It is rebounding too. We got some peppers growing. So after I get off my broadcast, I'm actually going to move it to another location, because where the banana peppers and the jalapeno peppers won't burn in direct sunlight, a bell pepper will. So I'm going to move it so that it doesn't get quite as much sun. The green bell pepper, and even this cucumber, this little thing, it looks so bad. But if you look back in the back, There are two cucumbers back there. One is suffering again from incomplete pollination. Actually, I just saw a third. But they are growing nonetheless. The watermelon, my poor babies. The one that was in the corner split open. It's gone now. Excessive sun split it. That's what will happen to your melons if they're getting too much sun. But these two, because they're under the protection of the deck railing, my potting table, as well as the shade cloth, they didn't suffer any damage. My cherry tomatoes, I got some that I'm going to pick today. And we got flowers. So it's doing very well. So our topic today is rebounding. So those of you that are basketball fans, you know what a rebound is. It is where someone makes a shot, they miss it, and then either offensively or defensively, someone on your team will grab the rebound, and it gives you another opportunity to score so that you can win. Now, in basketball, being able to get rebounds is essential because it all offers you an opportunity to advance your score when you missed a goal or a free throw or basket, what have you. But the main thing, the most important thing about being able to rebound is a second chance. So this garden is rebounding from the excessive heat and the excessive rain. So now we have vegetables growing again, whereas last week we didn't have any. Rebounding in basketball allows you to win. Rebounding in this garden allows us a second win of sorts so that we get vegetables in this second part of the growing season. Because here in the South, it is extremely hot, and some of the plants won't produce as well when it's really hot like that. So the garden is rebounding. But in addition to that, we've got to be able to rebound in life. That means a rebound is your second chance. Rebounding in our relationships. Now, good morning, Lori. Now, I'm not talking about a rebound relationship, which means you get into the first relationship that comes along after you've had one. But I'm talking about the ability to rebound from a relationship, in that you allow yourself time to heal. Well, you do whatever you need to do to heal. Then you give yourself a moment to reflect on the things that went well in that relationship and the things that didn't go well. Because it's not all about just reflecting on the bad things. You need to reflect on the good things too. The good things about yourself and the good things about your partner, so that you know what is essential to you in a relationship and what isn't so essential. But if we don't know those things, then we get back into relationships on the rebound that are not good for us, or that may potentially be even worse for us because we just hooked up with the first person that came along. Not a rebound relationship, but the ability to rebound from relationships. And that means that it bothers me when men or women make blanket statements about the other sex. Women do this, men do that. When that is not absolutely true, because everybody is different. We all have different personalities, and we all bring different things to the table. But when you make blanket statements about men, about women, that really means that you have not, you're not using your ability to rebound, to give yourself a second chance. Because if you had a failed marriage, a failed relationship, and for the rest of your life you said, I'm never going to love again, I am never going to do this again, all men are this, all women are that, you are negating your ability, good morning, Nicole, your ability to have a second chance. We all need a second chance. We all deserve a second chance. Because as we grow and mature and learn from life, then we can offer something different. But if you close your mind to it and you don't ever give yourself a second chance based off of something that happened 20 years ago, 10 years ago, 5 years ago, then you're closing your heart, you're closing your mind to the new opportunities. The ability to rebound is a new opportunity. Don't close the door on new opportunities. And then we need to be able to rebound from being sick. Guys, the last 2 years, so many people have been sick with COVID-related illnesses. But also, if you've been tremendously ill with something from a cancer, from a stroke, from a heart attack, or anything else where you were just really, really sick, and not even just those types of illnesses, but in the situation where I used to be disabled, and it scarred me. Those type of illnesses have the ability to scar you, and people sometimes they don't ever rebound from being sick, even if they are healthy and well now, and the doctor's giving them the go ahead to resume their life, to continue their life. The illness took something away from them, and now, even though they are well, they still behave as if they are sick. J. Dwayne Garnett said, preach. They still believe that they have all these limitations set on their life because they were sick. They had a cancer diagnosis. The worst thing you could ever do when you've been given the second chance at life is not to live it. So this is not to say, now your fears, they are warranted. Something tremendously heartbreaking, scary, and something that just took something away from you can change everything about you. But you have the ability and the right to move forward. But if you don't have the ability to rebound, then you are wasting your opportunity. You're wasting your second chance. So some of the Bible figures that had the most absolutely astounding ability to rebound were Joseph, Job, and Paul. So think about it. Joseph, thrown in a pit by his family, went to prison for a false accusation, but then ended up being a ruler because the king, he had favor. But his ability to rebound is the only reason that happened. Because if he had gotten thrown in a pit and decided that I'm going to lay here and die, or when he got thrown in prison for something that he did not do and decided I'm not going to do anything else, and he did not interpret those dreams, he would have wasted his second opportunity. Job lost everything he had. Lost his children, lost his livestock, lost his health. But then when it was all given back to him, had he just ruminated on the past, he would not have been able to take advantage of what had been given to him. We can't get stuck in the past. And then Paul, shipwrecked, bitten by a snake, in prison, under house arrest, persecuted. Lord, persecuted. Some of us are going to be persecuted beyond belief, where it's something on every hand, on every corner. But you cannot let what other people are doing and what other people are saying, good morning, JB, stop you, because we have greatness in us. Everybody that's watching this live now, Jay, Lori, Nicole, JB, there is so much greatness. Me, I'm doing the live, but it includes me too. We have so much greatness in us, but if every time we get sick, I know I had COVID, I know I've been disabled, I've been financially strapped, but if every time we let a setback in life stop us to the point that when we get an opportunity to rebound and we don't take our second shot, we don't take that rebound. And if you've ever watched basketball, sometimes they get to go, good morning, Fi. I love you too, sis. Good morning. If we don't take that shot, sometimes they get 3 or 4 times to either try to lay it up again, to dunk it, or they pass it back out to their teammate. See, that's the importance of having a team and having a community. Sometimes you need somebody else on your team that when you miss the shot, they'll grab the rebound for you and pass the ball back out to you so that you get another opportunity. Those second chances. Your ability to rebound from sickness, from relationships, and from being financially strapped. So if you grow up with the mentality that you're poor, and now you have great success and you have money, but you still have that mentality of a poor person, you're going to always be broke. But if you take that second opportunity and learn some financial savviness, then you can grow your wealth for the future generations so that they don't have that same mentality about money. Your mind and what you do, your ability to rebound, that is what is most important. So if you don't get anything else, the garden is rebounding from the excessive heat. Now, it's still suffering some damage. So that brings me to another thing. There's always going to be something coming along. There's always going to be something that could potentially stop you. But it's up to you whether you rebound from it or not. Don't get dismayed. Don't get disheartened to the point where you sit down on your own life. We're going to have some things. We're going to have some junk. God almighty. We're going to have some stuff that's going to happen to us as young adults, as teens, as mid-adults. In every stage of your life, there are going to be things that happen to you. But don't let any of it stop you. You can even rebound in your relationship with Christ. If you had a great relationship where you heard from God, where you were in communication with Him daily, and then something changed, something shifted, God got silent, and you thought He was gone, so then you moved away. He didn't move, but you did. You could even rebound from that. Start praying again. Start reading your word again, and watch how things begin to change for you. But rebounding, the ability to rebound, is absolutely essential. Don't give up. No matter what stage of life you're in, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, if you're on your deathbed, don't give up. You still have a second opportunity. For whatever it is, a second opportunity to say what it is that you need to say, opportunity sometimes to do what it is that you need to do. Don't leave this earth with any regrets about what you could have, should have, would have done. You have a second opportunity. You have a second chance. Take your shot. Rebound just like they would in basketball. And don't stop trying to rebound until you make your basket. But guys, I love you so very much. Thank you all for watching this morning. Have a great day, and I'll see you here on next Saturday. I love you. Bye-bye.